up everyone, and welcome to my channel, the Jet or Digital Nomad Lifestyle channel. You're here because you're interested in digital nomads and everything related to remote work. And today I'm bringing to you a course review because I have been on this quest for the past few weeks and I want to share with you what I have learned. I started watching Mindvalley's Conscious Parenting course, and this is something that I really want to share with you out there. Either if you are a parent or if you don't have kids, that doesn't matter, because this online course is actually designed for everyone out there. In fact, Mindvalley goes as far as to say that the course is basically for the whole planet. All humanity should watch it. And at the beginning I was like, oh really, this is a little bit big, but I definitely agree. So what are we talking about today? It's conscious parenting. It's a quest, as they call it over at Mindvalley, and it's essentially an online course that is laid out over 5 weeks. Yes, 5 long weeks, where you will go through several stages of learning concepts, unlearning patterns, and I go into detail in a little bit later. But first of all, I would like to talk about the creator of conscious parenting, because at the beginning it really startled me how Dr. Chivali, she sits there in front of the camera and she talks as if she reads a science book. And then I thought, okay, so this is a person who just sits in front of the camera reading out a script. But then I saw some other interviews with her and it was a spontaneous live interview, and she talks really the way she performs on this conscious parenting course. My point here is that you are actually really listening to an expert. She's an expert in her field. She is a world-renowned wisdom teacher and has also her doctorate in psychology. So she combines Eastern philosophy with Western psychology, which makes it so interesting to listen to. At least in my perspective, I really enjoyed the combination of, somehow learned strategies or learnings from Western standard, but then also combining it with Eastern philosophical concepts. So again, it is designed for 5 weeks, and what you essentially will do is you learn every single day with the help of Dr. Shivali. And how she does that is simply by giving you audio files every single day. So your commitment is to sit down and listen or watching her speak for approximately 20 minutes a day. And then also there are some tasks included. Every single day, actually, you have to go through some tasks, because for one, it doesn't make sense to simply just watch someone else saying or telling you how you should rather react to your children, or how your behavior could change towards a different approach. So why they are giving you tasks is a no-brainer, because once you sit down and do this inner reflection and tasks of writing down, where you reflect on your past and the present state of yourself, this actually helps you to dig deeper and also to make it a little bit more sticky into your head, if you know what I mean. And every time that 1 week is over, you have like a full summary at the end of the week, where actually on each Sunday, if that's your 7th day, then you will have a meditation round and also a refocusing and a recapping of the week. So it's like a connecting day, they call it, where you focus more on connecting with your children and applying everything that you have learned throughout the week. And what I really find interesting about this course is that she clearly states, Dr. Shivali does, she clearly states in the beginning that this is a long-term online course. So it's not something that you sit down and watch in a weekend, and then afterwards you're the perfect person. Here you have your certificate. In fact, you have to sign a commitment to yourself. There is a template, and you fill in the gaps. I hereby declare that I will dedicate my whole time and motivation throughout 5 weeks, not the whole time, but for the 20 minutes a day. And you do this on a daily basis. You'll be there and you show up and you bring all the effort, you put all the effort in, because only this will bring you the results. And I find this a very smart move, because signing a contract with yourself, I know it's just a symbolic act and you could call it silly, but it does have the effect that you committed to yourself. I mean, it is some sort of boundary, and it makes it a lot more fun. So again, what is this course all about? You will learn about, you actually will unlearn past patterns. We are so stuck to how our parents have raised us and what they taught us. It's unconsciously stuck into our consciousness. And this determines the way that we are behaving towards our children. So this course helps you to become aware of all those patterns that we are applying throughout daily life and with in the relationship with our children. So I really like this, because it doesn't tell you you are a bad person or you are a bad parent and now you have to do it the other way. It only helps you to stop, reflect, and see which patterns are in your current life and in your situation, and then it makes you become more conscious about the way in some sort of situations that you are reacting. So in fact, the whole course and the idea of the whole course is to make you become more conscious parents. That's hence the name Conscious Parenting. You will also help empower your children to become their best, their most creative little selves that they already are. All you do as a parent, all you have to do as a parent is essentially helping them realize who they are and then being the way they are. And you as a parent simply have to step back and accept the fact that they are already perfect as they are. You don't have to shape them. You don't have to set agendas and schedules for them in order to make them even better and become the next best superstar. So this course helped me to accept that my children are uniquely, and I embrace the fact that they are unique little characters, and I have the big task of simply watching them, observing them, and yes, of course, helping them at some points in their journey of life, but not forcing into a way where they might not even want to be. This course also helps you to be less anxious and less guilty, because it has a lot of compassion for parents. For you learn to have compassion for yourself, saying that you couldn't have known this better because you already learned it from your parents, from your ancestors. And you will also learn to have compassion for your parents as well, because they are also only humans and are stuck in those old behavioral structures. So it really, once you're going through this course, it helps you so much more to relax. And what one single technique helped me a lot is that when you are in a situation where you notice, oh, this triggers me for some reason, it helps to stop, maybe close your eyes, but definitely breathe in a few times and then start reacting. Not react with this fury that comes up, with this anger and your emotions. No, wait, think about it, and then say, this situation will pass. I just simply have to go through it calmly. This is what conscious parenting is all about, essentially. Becoming aware of your reaction, of your emotions, because as a result, you are the biggest child in this relationship in your family, and you have to educate yourself first before you educate your children. And of course, you are making this or taking this course because you want to connect with your children even more. And this course helps you to attune into your children's needs. So Conscious Parenting by Mindvalley is really all about listening, hearing, stopping, pausing, going. It's inner work. It's essentially nothing like it doesn't have a three-step formula to make you the perfect parent. It can look different, totally different to anyone else who is taking this course. So each person goes through this course individually and takes from the course whatever applies to their character and to their natural behavior, of course. But then you don't have to go through it alone. Apart from the helpful guides and the videos that is designed by Dr. Shivali, you also can look back and connect with the community of other parents or other people. Again, it doesn't have to be a parent necessarily who takes this course, because you can apply all those tasks and all those learnings to any type of relationship, really. So while you are struggling maybe, and while you're going through all these exercises and throughout those weeks, you can on a daily basis connect with the community, all the other people who are taking this course, exchange, and then ask your questions in the forums. And this way you actually grow and learn so much more and more intensively, because by the questions of other people, I find you realize what your questions were, and then you learn a lot better and more intensely. So it really helps if you go all in. In fact, only if you want to go all in, this course makes sense. If you are not committed 100%, then I wouldn't recommend doing it. But if you go all in, you will see changes, you will see improvements. And for myself, I'm so happy that I stumbled across this course, and I can already tell you that I'm, of course, still on a learning path, and I will never stop learning, because parenting is a constant learning journey. But I have noticed some improvements, and I've noticed that I've become so much more relaxed with my children, and the bonding seems to be working a lot better and more intensely. So here's how it works. Each week you go through different stages, and every day of each week looks different but repeats each week, if this makes sense. So on Mondays there is always a debunking an old myth and talking about unlearning of existing patterns. And then you will also learn about shifting your creation and learning about paradigms that are out there and how you can become aware of them and what it means for your daily life. So each weekly thematic lesson will be followed by one transformative skill. This sounds very theoretic, but it makes so much sense. So you learn a theory about something, and then you can actually apply it and transform. So each weekly thematic lesson will be followed by a transformative lesson, which means that you will learn a skill in order to help you to become rid of a toxic behavior, such as overreacting or being overly anxious about your children, and so on and so forth. And like I said at the beginning of this video, at the end of each week there's integration day, an integration day which helps you integrate the knowledge that you learn and connect with your children at this day. And the only task that you have on this day is simply observe and enjoy the time with your children, not judging yourself, and applying as much of the knowledge that you have learned throughout the week. So again, this is not a passive learning, so it's not like it's other online courses out there. Mindvalley's quests, in fact, are all designed for people who want to transform their lives. It's a personal growth journey, and it helps you to take actions, but it only will work if you take the action, and it all depends on you. You can take from what is there, but you have to apply it. So after watching all these videos, you go through the tasks, and then you simply try to remind yourself every single day and every moment throughout your day what you learned and what you can do differently from now on. Or also what you are already doing great. I mean, it's not only about pointing the finger towards the side of yourself, the saying, oh, I'm doing everything wrong. No, in fact, what I really liked about one day's lesson is that Dr. Shivali pointed out or made this comparison about parenting in general, that for everything else in life, we have to get a license other than for parenting. So for example, you need a driver's license, you need a license to get married, you need for any type of profession, they give you certificates and you need training for this. And for parenting, who trains you to become a parent? No one does, right? This really is the toughest job that is out there, and no one prepares you for this. So how on earth do you think that you can learn this naturally and become a perfect parent? No one can, no one is. So this course is really your, if you will, your job certificate, or your guide in order to help you master some of the biggest obstacles and smallest challenges that are out there when you are on the quest to become a conscious parent. You will also get a weekly workbook to download, and this is to accompany your tasks, so you can write down everything that you're learning. And it's always good to actually handwrite things down. Science has proven that if you write with your hands instead of typing it, for example, then it sticks a lot better to your mind and you will benefit a lot more. So this workbook is essentially for this, that you can go back one day and well, first of all, remember the things better, and then have it in one place, in a physical place, to look up certain lessons that you want to read through again. I said in the beginning that you need to have full commitment, and it only works if you are going 100% in. But then again, Mindvalley gives you the option here in this quest to actually choose from 3 different levels of commitment. So there's the light, medium, and full commitment. And for each task, every single day, you can make a new decision. So for example, if you want to do one task a little lighter, you choose the light option, and then maybe the next day you're all about going all in, and then you choose the full commitment. And I think this is very helpful, so that you can go every day with your flow, with your level of energy. Also, you need to listen in and listen to yourself and tune in to your daily mood. But the very basic thing that you have to do is the entry level, the light commitment level. So at least do this, and then you'll be fine. For me, this quest is actually so important, and I think everyone who wants to come clear with themselves should take this course, because it helps you so much more to resolve everything that is inside you first, and then react and interact with your children. Because otherwise you load your burden that you're carrying from your parents and from your ancestor. You actually take this and put it on their shoulders, so they are inheriting essentially your stuff that you haven't resolved. And it's not fair. Think about it. Your children, they are still pure and innocent little creatures. So do this course if you really want to get into a next level and have your children enjoy life worry-free and without anything old from your side that you couldn't or haven't resolved until today. To sum up, I definitely recommend taking Conscious Parenting from Mindvalley as a course if you want to become a conscious parent, become more aware of your fears, learn about the patterns that you were born into and that you're applying every day. If you want to change something for the better for you and your children, and if you essentially want to have a guidance on your parental journey, or again, simply in a relationship with a person, like it could be your spouse, it could be your older children. They don't have to be small in order to take this course. So I hope you find this review really helpful, because I'm excited for you to jump on this journey of becoming a conscious parent. And I can only tell you honestly, I have gone through very exciting 5 weeks, and now I'm actually sad that the course is over and I have not the daily routine that I established with this course. But on the other hand, I do go on with the meditation parts and the tasks, and the community is still there, and of course it's a never-ending journey. So I'm still working and learning every day on it, and I can only say that I'm very grateful that I found this course, and I hope for you to try it out. And please let me know in the comments below if you did so, and when you're on that journey, please come back to this video and tell me how it goes. Tell me what are your biggest findings, what are your key points that you learned, and how you like it in general. So in the next few weeks I will do quite a few reviews of other courses, because I'm now on a mission to expand my knowledge and become a better me as well. And I find Mindvalley especially, they have some awesome concepts and quests out there that I'm curious to learn more about. So stay tuned if you're interested in self-growth, self-development as well. So I will share with you more reviews as we go, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so, so that you get notified as soon as I upload a new video. Take care, and thanks for watching.